Hi all and welcome to a new video. This is going to be all of my hot takes from the Legion update that came out on April 15th. I have a lot of hot takes, so I'm going to go into it right away. Starting off with the good stuff. The reworks they showed off are fantastic. I really love the new Jhin and the new Cassian. Iden and Agent Callus work really well as well, and Lando works super well. Them removing the flawed and loadout keywords, I think, are for the best. It was kind of cool when you could flip the loadout cards, but, you know, it is what it is. While Cassian can be a field commander, he is an operative now, and Jhin is a cheaper operative whose command cards are a lot better. I would go over them more in detail if they showed images of them, but I liked what I heard. Lando's rework is well-deserved, and he feels worth it now, to the point that if I was a Rebel player, I would probably take him or build an army around him, because everything they've talked about sounded really, really, really good. Agent Callus, who recently I had hot taked was one of my least favorite Star Wars Legion units, is now arguably one of my favorite, because for 70 points, he is just doing a lot, and a lot, really, really well. So I do apologize for having such a bad hot take, because honestly, at the time, I don't even think he was the worst unit in Legion. So, my hot takes on these, they're good, they're fantastic. Let's go into the stuff that I actually have more to say about. The JT-12 jetpack is going away. I personally thought the jetpack was a waste of time. The card already moves really fast and has scale, which means that the jetpacks modeled on technically are already built into the card. I understand completely why this card was taken away. This makes total sense to me. It will barely affect the unit. The only thing it might affect is how far up they can go in their move. But I think this is probably for the best. And it does get rid of some of the card bloat the game has. We also saw the Clone Trooper Marksmen. This makes sense. I really like this as a base core Clone Trooper unit. Having prepared position and Marksman is good. Black dice are what I expect from clones, and a red defense dice are what I expect from clones. This is exactly what I expected. It's a longer range clone core unit. It's good. It does what it needs to do. There is nothing wrong with it. But this also means we're starting with the bad. The DC-15 troopers, upgrades at least, don't exist anymore. Now this is probably for the best. I didn't think that upgrade was the best anyway, or something you really ever needed to take. But now we're going to get into the bad. The Rebel Pathfinders don't exist anymore. They are now proxies for Rebel troopers. As someone who has a buy list for Rebels, specifically to run Rebel Pathfinders, and was planning to build this entire list for this new edition of the game, which, by the way, positives, this is a new edition of the game. They said it on the stream. This is terrible. This is horrible. This alone has soured me on AMG so much, and I don't get why they're doing this. I don't understand why they're doing this. This unit was iconic, and what it does, the Rebels don't have anymore. Their infiltrate keyword was really good, and maybe it was too good, but they filled a role nothing else filled, and they were the Scarif troops. They came from the movie. If you want a Rogue One themed list, which a lot of people are probably going to want, Andor Season 2 is coming out soon, you don't get that anymore. You don't have that. And it sucks. And I think this is probably one of the worst things they did on the stream. But it's not the worst thing they did on the stream. Let's go into things I actually don't mind before we get into the worst things they did. They removed some units from the game, and all of the ones they removed are fully deserved. I don't have problems with it. They are removing the generic commanders because we're about to get the field commanders. But the generic commanders are still going to be upgrade cards, so the minis are not worthless. The generic super tactical droid is theoretically gone, but it is replaced by the generic field commanders. So if you really like your model you painted, you just get the field commander card that they're going to be replaced with, or like the new customizable commanders, whatever they're called. And you're fine. You get it, and you're fine. Like, your model isn't worthless. It still has a use. Or you can just say it's a Kalani or a Kraken, and you're fine. Like, it's not actually gone, if that makes sense. And this is a change that is okay and makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Royal Guards and Emperor Palpatine are not in the game anymore. This doesn't make any sense. You can't argue, oh, these characters would never be on the battlefield, because we are getting Tarkin and Thrawn, two characters who should also never be on the battlefield. The Royal Guards also fit a very nice Guardian niche in the Empire. They did something different. And the Royal Guards have been with Vader before in alternate media. You don't actually ever have to remove them. And the fact that you can bring 3-ish units of the Royal Guard and have all the upgrade minis, and someone who's running Royal Guards just doesn't have so many minis. This and the Pathfinder choice have made me lose so much faith in AMG. When this rework was done, correct me if I am wrong, comment section, the rework was specifically supposed to only take away upgrade minis. They repeatedly stated they were not going to be taking away units, and they've taken away 3 units for very, very stupid reasons. My heart is out to you, because the Pathfinders, you proxy as Rebel Troopers, which is terrible, and I hate it, by the way. They don't do the same thing, but these have no proxies. There is no official way to use these units at all. This is almost as bad as Malifaux deleting 46 miniatures from their range and making them proxies only, which is enough to also make me never play that game, despite the fact that I hear so many good things about it. But both of these news came out like at the same time, and I saw both of them within a day, and just, I don't understand this. You do not get rid of minis that people have painted. This is why I don't like AOS, and I can't recommend it as much, because they deleted the Beasts of Chaos for a stupid reason. Let's get into changes I'm not as annoyed about, so I stop ranting and raving. They got rid of some upgrades. This is fine. You needed to streamline these upgrades, especially since they're going to be easily grabbed by anyone. I am okay with aggressive tactics, with battle meditation, with comms relay, esteemed leader, and gong droid going away. All of them were kind of annoying to deal with, or must-takes. And having more, variation is good. It's fine. Nothing wrong with any of these choices at all. The Imperial Riot Troopers are underperforming, the Aqua Droids are overperforming, and the Sleeper Cell is doing something. All of these are on a watch list, and I kind of don't like that they didn't get point updates, but it's nice to know they have a high level going on. Also, the entire faction of the Empire is on a watch list because it's not performing well. And oh, you just deleted units from the Empire as well. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. There should have been a points update in this, but there wasn't. Because according to them, they didn't have enough data yet, but they have enough data to know that the Empire is severely underperforming. Okay. And I guess they just hate Empire players now. I hope this hot take was as hot of a take as you wanted. I made this video very fast. I do not like these choices. I do not like these decisions. I do not like what has been done here. I am very soured with Legion at the moment. I did not like the fact that my favorite unit in the game, Rebel Pathfinders, doesn't exist anymore. That is legitimately almost enough for me to stop playing the game. I was going to make a big project video about how I'm going to create a Scarif army and try to make YouTube content out of it. And no, not anymore. I will continue playing my Shadow Collective, which, by the way, did not get any updates, which I'm a little annoyed about. We're getting updates with WK Pirates and the whole tank, whatever, I guess, but my main force I play all the time had no changes at all. Woo, yay me. Yeah. Not what I wanted at all. I was expecting more updates. It is what it is. Legion is in a weird spot. I'm probably going to mellow out about this. I am heavily debating if I'm still going to do my whole content of Legion in May that I was initially planning, so we'll see how that all goes. Have a wonderful week, all, and I will probably have another video up on Saturday about the Legion Imperialis FAQ that's nice and quick, and if all goes well, I will have a longer form video on Sunday about bolt action, or if all does not go well, I will have a different video about cheap war games that I have in the works. Have a great weekend.